actually love my hair like this. I got home from the gym and my hair was kind of gross, but I ended up just taking 3 socks. It's gonna sound weird, but two, like, they're all long socks. One of them I rolled at the top and then 2 on the sides, and my hair ended up looking really good. In this video, we are going to dive deep into all of my favorite spiritual practices, my spiritual hygiene routine. Obviously, I don't do all of these in one day. I do all of these practices kind of intuitively, so I know that I need to get back on my spiritual routines when I'm feeling anxious or depressed or sad or feeling different types of emotions that I need help and support moving through, and just knowing that I need to just sit with myself and sit with my emotions. Those are key identifiers, at least for me, that I need to dive back into my spiritual practices, my mental health practices as well. I feel like they all kind of tie in together. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. I hope you guys really enjoy this video, and I hope it helps some of you. And if you enjoy it, or if you are just enjoying my channel, please like this video and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to me. And if you're new, welcome. I'm so excited to have you a part of the community. I cannot believe that we've already hit 1K subscribers, over 1K. And I remember just like waiting for the day that it would turn to like 500. So thank you guys for being here. I feel so grateful, and I've just been having a ton of fun and enjoyment out of just expressing myself here on YouTube. So thank you guys for being here. It really does mean a lot, and I feel like I've really established really strong relationships with people here on YouTube. So I really do appreciate that. I feel like the level of connection on here is just way different than I've had in any other platform. So thank you for being here, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. So I want to walk you guys through a plant meditation. It's honestly one of my favorite ways to just connect back with spirit, and it's not a huge like practice you have to have a bunch of different tools to do. Obviously there are practices out there where you need crystals and you need an altar and you need all these things, but for this all you need is just tea and a mug and some hot water, and that's literally it. I learned about this practice a few months back when I took an herbalism course. I learned about the elements, and I learned about different herbs and the energetics of different herbs, and it was just so amazing. And we also just did plant meditations. We learned how to work with plant spirits. So if you guys are new to this, plants have a spirit. We have spirits, animals have spirits. We all work synergistically with each other. Obviously, if you think of different spirit animals, they hold different energy and different tenets, and so it goes the same with herbs and what you can learn from herbs and how they can support you. So obviously, you know the typical benefits of different herbs, like dandelion is good for your liver and it's good for your skin and all these things. Those are like the physical aspects of it, but something that we don't really touch on are the energetic aspects of how herbs can help us in our spiritual life. So let's dive into this. I'm gonna make some tea. We're gonna work with hoshandra berry. Whenever you guys decide to do this, I recommend working with an herb that calls to you. So if dandelion or linden or hibiscus calls to you, then I recommend going with that one and doing the step-by-steps of how I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So let's make some tea right now. So I'm gonna be working with hoshandra berry, and it has all 5 tastes, which is very rare amongst different herbs. And when you try one, you're gonna exactly know what I mean, because they have a very distinct flavor and it's very interesting. But hoshandra berry is known to be a very vitality boosting herb. It's really good for women and men health, and helps with balancing our energetic centers and our hormones and kind of everything. It's just very good for longevity and vitality. So we're gonna be working with this one today. This is the one that called out to me today. So we're working with you, hoshandra. So you can do this first part with your eyes open or closed in meditation, but something that I really loved and just wholeheartedly resonated with when I was learning how to do plant meditations was learning how to commune with the plants and herbs. So when you think about meeting someone new for the first time, or even just like working with someone new, what is the first thing that you do? You introduce yourself, you get to know them, and you don't just right off the bat just start asking them for favors, right? It should be the same in all of your spiritual relationships. So in this practice, it's really important to just introduce yourself to the plants and herbs that you're wanting to work with. And it can be something along the lines of, hello, my name is Taylor, and I come to you with an open heart and lots of gratitude to get to know you better. As you are doing this, take in the smells, the warmness of your mug, and the colors of the tea. Once you've done that, close your eyes and allow the plant or herb to introduce themselves to you. So during this time, really drop into meditation. Music can be super helpful, and keeping a journal nearby is also a good idea too. But during this meditation, you will envision what the plant spirit appears as in your mind's eye. They might come in the form of a person, an orb, or honestly just a feeling. So really just try to feel into the personality of the plant. Once you've gotten to know the plant spirit that you're working with, you can ask if you have permission to sip. Most of the time it's a yes, and with every sip, just really intentionally taste all of the flavors, how it makes your mouth feel, how it feels going down into your stomach. Once you've taken a few sips, you can now ask the plant spirit for guidance or clarity. You can come to the plant spirit with a specific question, or just be open to any messages that it's willing to give you. And you can take sips throughout the rest of this meditation. Once you are complete, thank the plant spirit for spending time with you today and allowing you to work with them. And then you can just drink the rest of your tea if you have any left. Now we are moving into my house cleansing routine. So you can really use any smudging herbs or resins that you like to work with. I personally like to work with copal, but I like to play some meditation music in the background, and it can honestly range from light meditation music to shamanic drumming depending on what your intention is. So I like to start off by offering gratitude to whatever I'm working with and just saying thank you for helping you to energetically cleanse your space, or really whatever intention is for working with the smudge or resin. And when you're ready to begin, you can open up all the windows and doors. That way smoke can carry out any of the dense or stagnant energy that's in your home, and also not set off the fire alarm. I like to start off by cleansing my body and aura first, intuitively just working around my entire body. And then you can begin to work your way around your home, getting all of the corners, the mirrors, and the spaces that you spend a lot of time in. I also like to cleanse my plants as an offering of gratitude to them, but that's also optional. Also, singing and dancing in addition to this whole practice is amazing, and it's really helpful to help cleanse and energize your space. When you are complete with this practice, you can again offer gratitude and then close your doors and windows. Now we are flowing into our blindfolded meditation, and this one is exactly what it sounds like. It's a meditation with a blindfold on and some other added practices like breath work and a crystal, but that's honestly completely optional. My friend Sophia was the one that introduced me to this practice with a Joe Dispenza meditation, and we did it together, and it was seriously so powerful, and the blindfold really helps you to just drop into your meditation so much deeper. So for this practice, you can definitely do a Joe Dispenza meditation that you can find on YouTube, or even just listening to another guided meditation or just other meditative frequencies that you enjoy or feel called to. I like to sometimes put crystals on my chakras. Again, this is totally optional, so you don't have to do this. And if you don't have a blindfold, you can always just use a scarf or a shirt to cover your eyes. And if you're somebody that has a really hard time meditating, just really focus on the breath and gently guide yourself back to center whenever you catch yourself drifting from thought to thought. And honestly, this practice is just like working out, because you won't see results unless you exercise this practice really consistently, and I promise you will feel a difference if you do try to implement this into your everyday routine. Next, we are journaling, and I know you're probably like, Taylor, journaling is such a trend right now, and maybe you don't really see the benefit in journaling, but I'm here to tell you that journaling is so powerful, and it's such a beautiful practice that you can incorporate into your everyday life, and it doesn't have to be this long, lengthy practice either. Journaling in the morning is definitely an amazing way to start off your day, but it's not always ideal for everybody's schedule. So really, you can do this practice anytime, and it will be just as powerful. I really love journaling because it allows me to really share what's on my heart, and it really helps me to build a relationship with myself. As somebody that is a people pleaser and somewhat of a shy introvert, it can be hard to express how I'm feeling to another person just because I can be a little bit more reserved, and I honestly love that about myself, and I love that I'm more sensitive than the average person, I guess. But with that comes a lot of heaviness sometimes, and it can be kind of hard to carry those emotions and the baggage around within you all the time. So it's really helpful to kind of release all of that, and you can do this on pen and paper. It's also really cool to look back on old journal entries because it shows you just how far you've come, and it's just a really cool reflection practice. And like I said, it can be a quick 5 to 10 minute practice where you just write 3 things you're grateful for, and that's amazing, and I think that's super powerful. But you can also take some more time with free writing and just write whatever's on your heart. So really, it's just a practice that is unique to you and just whatever works for you. So I really recommend just playing around with it and really giving yourself that space to write and just say what's on your heart.